This episode highlights the diversity of Morocco as we travel from the city of Fez with all of its many colors to the south of Morocco and we get a look at the desert and some very different terrain. So let's go. We've arrived at our riad in Fez, which is truly fit for a king or queen. Dinner that night was in a very fancy restaurant. Bob decides to get into character for the evening, and as you can see, he's quite dashing. So Tom decides to do likewise, and there's my handsome Habibi. The next morning, we stopped at the gate to the Royal Palace. It's not open to visitors, but it is a beautiful place to stop for a picture. Nearby, we strolled through the Jewish quarter, and were lucky enough to see a stork, which are considered omens of good luck. We drove up on the hill for a panoramic view of the city. We stopped at this pottery cooperative and we got an overview of the pottery making process. It starts with throwing the clay.
My tagine is ready.
Well, not quite ready because there's more to come. These guys making mosaics work 10 hours a day with a 9-pound hammer. And it looks like Annie is ready to give it a try. The finished pieces are just beautiful. Then our local guide led us through the narrow passageways and into the Medina, where we saw the usual and some unusual sights. Fez is known for its leather goods, so the tannery is a must-see. Watching these men work in the dye vats made me want to keep my own day job. Then it was time for a little shopping, and there was a lot to choose from. Continuing our theme of arts and crafts, we were taken to a silk shop. And Mark and I were given a personal scarf wrapping demonstration. Oh, yeah. Leaving Fez, we headed south toward the desert. We stopped at a kasbah to see some fossils embedded in stone.
Ceras. Orthoceras is type of the calamar, squid.
Oh, it's a squid.
This one, it's polished just only with sandpaper.
This is typical of one of the many small towns we passed through. A little last-minute shopping before the camels. Give me a pose. Kate, give me a pose. We enjoyed another lunch together, always one of our favorite activities. Then we were treated to some local music. And we provided the dance entertainment. All right, team, what are we gonna do now?
Camel ride!
But first we'd have to survive the SUV ride to get to the camels.
Here we go, lean back.
Yes. It sounds like something out of Star Wars.
You did it, Penny. Tom. The camel ride was magical. It lived up to all my expectations. The scenery was just beautiful. Riding the camels was a lot of fun, although we did suffer the effects of camel massage the next day, but it was overall fantastic. All too soon it was over, and what goes up must come down. Then Ish wrote our names in the sand in Arabic. After checking into our luxury tents, complete with bathrooms, we walked up a nearby hill for the sunset and, of course, some wine. What a great way to end another fabulous day in Morocco.